Okay, YouTube, this is your boy Mark for Little Screws and Views, back again with another video. Today, we're going to be doing a video on a diffuser, essential oil diffuser. And before we get started, let's get this politics out of the way. You know, let's get this. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos. Tell a friend, alright? Subscribe. Alright? Let's back to the business. This is your boy Mark for Little Screws and Views, back again with another video. And today we got a video of an essential oil diffuser or humidifier. It is by Klinsten. It's the Moon Cool Mist Humidifier. Mini humidifier, desk humidifier. You can take it for travel. It's the 3D Moon Cool Mist Humidifier. It has three different lights. It has three different light modes. It has like the real bright moonlight, and then it has like the orangish moonlight, and it's kind of got like a yellowish, you know, as you can see right here, hue. Let me read you some of the specs on here. Basically, it's a DC 5 volt, working current 400 amp, power consumption 2 watt. Let's get to the important stuff. Water tank capacity 880 mils, and it lasts about 30 hours. Like I say, you can put your favorite oils on there, and like I say, it's an auto off function. So, and also it's an intermittent function, so you hit it twice, and it'll go longer than the regular running time. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and open up the box. As you see on the box, I'm gonna let you get a close up of the box. See that? Moon humidifier. I was looking at this on Amazon. You get it for about 25 bucks on Amazon. See a little 3D on there, and you can see the specs on here. You can pause that and read it for yourself. The specs. Let's get it out of the box. See what all you get out of the box. Alright, you got the humidifier itself, the base. See what else we got in here. We got a USB, well, it's a proprietary plug, you know, so basically all this plug is just good for just this product. Let's see what else we got in here. We got instructions, which we're gonna need those, and we got the little stand. You have to put a wooden stand you have to put together. Let's see what else we got in here. And we have a cotton wick for the device itself. And I think that's all we have in the box. So we're going to get rid of that box. We'll place the box to the side. And let me give you a close-up of it. Check out these instructions as well. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have, well, I'm looking at the Chinese directions on there. Alright. So this is where you'll put the plug. You'll plug it in right here, and these little tiny little dots right here, these little metal dots, or like little touch sensors, control the spray, the mist that comes out, and the light function. And this is where the mist will come out. Let's open this up. Get a little cap on it. You see it like a little moon or whatever. Something for the ambiance, you know, to set the mood or whatever. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Comes in 2 parts. You have the motor of it, pretty much the guts right here, you know, with all the electronics inside, what have you. And this is where you will put the I want to call it a fuse, but like this cotton, to soak up the fluid. You take this apart. As you can see, it's coming apart, and you see, and that's where you will put the little cotton or whatever inside right here, little swab. And inside it has a spring. So when you're taking this apart, be careful, because you know you don't want to lose that spring that's inside there. You know, so she snaps back together. Before you put it together, before you use it, from what I was reading the instructions, you want to soak that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna drop this in some water, which I have sitting right here, so to get nice and wet. Nice and wet, huh? Get it soaked in, get it a little moist and everything. And I'm gonna take the plug. And before that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the stand together. That'd probably be the best bet, the more smart step, to go ahead and put the stand together. You got 3 different little wooden blocks, and you can see they have the holes on them, so you can connect them together. So let me see, put my little engineering stuff to the test. Alright, you can see, put it in here. Pretty simple, too easy. Hopefully I don't break it. Maybe I shouldn't have put that one in so tight first. Should have put it in loosely first. Alright, now make sure they're in there real good. You don't want to break it. Alright, make sure you got it in there real good. Alright, we got it together real good, and it's gonna set as so. So then you place the tank itself right here as such. Let's scoot this back a little bit. Let's scoot it forward a little bit. Let's get a little bit better angle on this camera so you can see it up top. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we got it set up how I want it right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the wire apart. We got our trusty, make sure I got everything set up right. It was trusty Aki power strip, power tower, whatever you're going to call it, right here. Plug it, the USB into the slot right here. Alright, we're going to let that dangle for a minute. Now we're going to take this cotton swab and put it back in here so we can go ahead and snap it back together. Real easy, simple. Place it back on top of the tank, and I want to have it like facing that way. So bam. So before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and put the water in here. And today we're using we're gonna use a little lemon essential oil. Don't use real oily oil. Get a good premium oil, because if you don't, a lot of times on these humidifiers / diffusers, the real oily ones kind of clog it up. So you don't want to. You want to get a premium one, not something real oily. All right. And we're using a aeromade lemon. So you can see that. Pause that, read for yourself. We're going to take this top back off, and we're going to pour in our water. Like I said, it holds 880 mils. Pour our water in here. And right now, I only put in what I put in. I put in about 2 cups, whatever. Didn't fill it all the way. Then we're gonna put not too many drops. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be good enough for right now. Got some on the side, but that's all right for just demonstration purposes. Then we're gonna put this top back on here. Place it on there. Be careful with it. You don't want to just be all rough and everything. We'll put the little extra cotton to the side, little cotton swab, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to plug into the device, and it goes into the top of the humidifier product of the device. All right, we're going to turn it around. Now, remember I was telling you about the 2 little steel dots on the top, little buttons, and they're like touch sensitive. So you just touch it one touch, bam, comes on. There's like your little red moon and then there's their real supposed to be yellow, white moon. Let's cut this. Just turn this light down on the in the studio just a tad bit. Just turn it. Now, let's turn it back off. Turn it off. Turn it on. That's the first setting. Second setting, like a blood moon. Third setting is kind of like a yellowish, moon. So the first setting is the regular looking moon. And you got your orange moon, blood moon, whatever, and then you got like kind of yellowish, I guess you could call it. Now the other button, bam. Now I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna turn the lights back on up brighter. Let's see if you can see this mist coming out of here. I'm gonna touch it one more time. And that, when you touch it the second time, that's like intermittent. You see how it just shut off? Now it's gonna come back on, pops back on. 3 seconds, goes back off. 3 seconds. We're gonna count it once when it goes off again. I'm gonna count it. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Cut back on. Now, to cut it off, click it one more time, and everything goes off. The mist goes off and the light. Now, you want to leave it continuously on so you can get that beautiful smell, to constantly going. Then turn it on, turn the light on, and hit it one time for the spray. I didn't hit it quite one time. So there you go. You can see the spray, you can see the mist coming out right here. Smells pretty decent. It's got a pretty strong mist to it too. Not too bad. You can smell that lemon too. All right, I'm gonna go cut it off. The only thing that kind of a little con I can see with this is that these two little metal buttons for it, they're too close together, and it could have been like a little bit, a better looking touch, sensor on there instead of just two look like little needles, basically look like little needles. And I'll show that in a minute. But they would have kind of spread them a little bit further apart, and so if you got big fingers and you're trying to touch it to turn it on or whatever, that probably would have been a little bit better. But it is what it is, $25, not too bad for a little ambiance, what have you, a little moon flavor. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let's see if it comes on without the light. Okay, you can have it running without the light being on, so that's a good plus. So, you may just want to have the humidifier running, without the light effect, for some reason. You could do that too. Just make sure that's what you got to be careful. Make sure you pay attention when you turn it off, and you just touch that one button, because you go in there with the fat fingers like me, and you mess around being to touch both buttons, and you turn in the spray on and the light. You might want to go cut it off, and change the color and change the function at the same time. So you really have to pay attention to where you you're using your fingers to turn it on and off. Now, but other than that, I think it's a pretty little neat novelty gift. This is something you can give away to somebody for a gift for, Christmas, or somebody living in a little college dorm with living on limited space. This is pretty decent. But like I said, I would have liked to have seen the buttons spread apart. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and take it out. And when you take it out, you can see it's still running. Let me turn it off. Let me unplug it. Now, I'll show you what I was talking about. Can you see these? I want to get water everywhere. But as you can see right here, the little dots, little metal dots, they could have been further apart. So, you won't make it mess around and press both of them at the same time, or what have you. And the little power, where you put your power cord in, they could have been somewhere else on the side. I would have liked to seen it like you know, if need be, had like a wire or something where the power source could have ran down the side, and then you could have plugged it in at the bottom, and you just had to turn it in a certain way, you know, because you got to turn it a certain way anyway, and that would have been a little bit better. But just for a little, a little novelty gift for a college dorm, or maybe to sit on your desk or something, and have it, have this turn a certain way. It's, not too bad, not too bad, but if you want some, one of them real fancy ones, you're gonna have to come out of pocket, spend a lot of money. But with 25 bucks, not too shabby, not too bad. Like I said, plug it back in. Let's get it back on. Let's change the color. Let's turn the mist on. Bam. That's all she wrote. Like I said, and I would have liked to see that wire like running down the side, so where you could have turned it and kind of hit the wire, and then this wire could have been plugged in down at the bottom to the side. Then that way you wouldn't really see too much protruding up here, But it is what it is, But just looking at it, it's not too bad. I wouldn't spend over, over 30 bucks or something like that on it. But for the price, not too bad, for the ambiance. Another thing I probably would have liked to see some different colors, but you have to look at it. It's a moon. It's basically It's supposed to be like a moon. So the moon has just those certain colors. You have that the regular moon, bright moon. Then like I said, you have the regular moon. Then you have the orange, and then So I can see why it doesn't do all the different colors, but that's just me. But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool little humidifier, and it comes with replacements. Now replacement cotton swabs. Now it doesn't tell you from reading the directions how long these last. Me personally, from using a lot of diffusers, I would probably, something like this, I would say I would want to change it out once a month. That's just me. But yeah, after I get to using this for a while and see how it works or what have you, let's turn this light off. After I get to using it for a while, then I'll be able to determine a little bit better of how long you can have it. The cotton swabs go inside the device, hold up, and then also depends on how much you're using it, how much oils you're putting in there. So it's a lot of factors that's gonna play into that, and it's gonna be also up to the individual. So yeah, and also I like to you probably be able to reach out to the seller or look at the instructions and find some type of email address or what have you somewhere in order to order more of the cotton swabs to go in here, which I don't see any in here. But you can reach out to the seller, and you reach out to the seller on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to guide you in the direction to get you a replacement. So it's good that it came with another replacement. So in the meanwhile, you can go ahead and you can start doing that research ahead of time to get you some extras, so you have them there for you. But this would be good for like a little small area for, like I said, a college dorm, or just sitting on your desk in your cubicle or something like that. But other than that, that's been a review of the Moon. Let me get out where you can see it. The Moon Lamp Humidifier. So if you're looking for that, go on Amazon, looking for the Cool Mist Moon Humidifier by Klinsten, and I'll show you where you can get it. I'll show you right here. Klinsten price. Let me go back to price, $25.99. So you scroll through Amazon, go on there, and hook yourself up. Get some smell good in your life. You got do a lot of cooking, or you got like I said, them college dorm tight areas. You want to make your area smell good. So hey, get you one of these, alright? This has been your boy Mark for Loose Screws and Views with another video. And like I always say, treat people how you want to be treated. Treat people better than you want to be treated. And message for the day. Before we get a message for the day, if you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you can notify new videos. Tell a friend, subscribe, alright? And I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody, all the subscribers, everybody who are taking the time out of their busy day to check out the video. We got more videos coming. And like I say, I appreciate you guys' support. The message for the day is don't be a user. That's the message of the day. Don't be a user. Let me turn this music down so I can get it to you. Don't be a user. Try to figure out your problems. If you got something going on, try to figure out how to take care of your responsibilities, your issues yourself before you immediately just run out and always want to, hey, I need you to do that, need help. Try to figure it out, and instead of just giving up, just figure it out and don't constantly use, alright? That's the message for the day. I don't know if I'm all over the place with it, but that's just popped in my mind, alright? Alright, this has been your boy Mark for Loose Screws and Views, and I'm out.